The father of a child with Down syndrome who attends Milton Elementary School in the Cape Henlopen School District is speaking out in an exclusive interview with TV Delmarva News after his daughter was allegedly assaulted by a bus aide. We got the chance over the weekend to sit down with Ryan Pickett, who addressed the Cape Henlopen School Board back on Thursday, April 28th, where he spoke out about an incident that occurred in January on a school bus involving his daughter who has Down syndrome. He says he and his wife didn't learn about what happened until 2 weeks after the incident occurred by Delaware State Police.
It happened on January 21st. My wife got a phone call from the state police resource officer telling us that there had been an incident on the 21st, which was 2 weeks before. And we immediately wanted to find out what happened. So that was a Friday afternoon. And I, over the weekend, left a message with the superintendent asking to speak with him regarding this. Because, obviously we're concerned. At that time, we weren't quite positive as to the severity of the situation. Saying a child has been hit, I mean, you don't know the severity of it. And that came after we saw the video.
Pickett was able to view the video of the incident while meeting with district officials. He says what he saw was not what he expected.
The video shows her punching our daughter in the head twice. Also, on top of it, they're saying from the district that they can't hear what the woman is saying and that the bus driver didn't know. But from the video and us watching the video, and I'm confident when you watch the video, you'll hear the same thing. You can hear very clearly what the lady is saying. She's verbally assaulting our daughter and yelling at her.
Now, numerous attempts to try and meet with Cape Henlopen Superintendent Bob Fulton were rejected. That's when Pickett took his concerns to the school board, where he was granted only 3 minutes to speak and was cut off and dismissed by board president Allison Myers.
No one at the school was there to check on her or attempt to get her help from the school counselor,
Mr.
psychologist,
Pickett,
or
that's your
nurse.
3 minutes.
I can finish here or with the school, with the local news.
That's what you're going to have to do, sir. 3 minutes is all you have.
I'll be happy to do so.
It's funny. I'm getting a lot of respect for my restraint, and I am naturally a very mild-mannered person. Anybody that knows me would probably say that. But I was in my seat. There's a couple times you can hear me yelling and her saying, "Sir." So when I started, and the plan with all of this was not to make it some big known thing. When we originally went to the school district, we wanted help for our daughter, and we wanted to make sure that this never happened again. And we gave them time to do it. And the district failed on all accounts, and they failed on every single account. And they proved that they're more interested in securing their six-figure jobs than they are protecting the children that they're mandated to protect. As to when I was told, when I began the speech, I was pretty calm. I think I even joked with them in the very beginning. But this is a situation that is it's very troubling as a parent. This every time I talk about it, it reminds me that my child was punched by a member of the Cape Henlopen School District, and they're doing nothing about it. So to be cut off by a woman with a special education background, a woman who has her own children, and I'm sure she's a wonderful mother, but she has proven that she doesn't care about my kids, and that tells me that she's probably not in a position she needs to be in.
Now, interestingly enough, Myers, according to her biography on the Cape Henlopen School District website, is a former special education teacher. We reached out to her on Friday and have since been ignored. We did receive the following response from Cape Henlopen School District spokeswoman Stephanie DeMalto, who said, quote, "We take the safety of all of our students very seriously and hold all of our employees to the highest of standards. The individual involved is no longer an employee of the district. Under Delaware law, even former employees have privacy rights, and thus we cannot provide further comment." Now, Pickett and his family are demanding a full investigation to find out if this happened to their daughter more than once and if it happened to other children.
And they refuse to look at the other tapes. All right. So if you have record of a woman screaming and yelling at a child, punching her in the head twice, and the girls, my daughter was restrained, by the way. It's not like my daughter was up and able to fight back. She couldn't anyway. She's 8 years old with Down syndrome. But the refusal to check the tapes to see if there are any other problems is a problem. It's sickening. Unlike the members of the school board, I'm worried about other people's children, other children in the district. I don't want there to have been problems with other kids and have it go unnoticed. It's a special needs bus, and it's a bus where not everybody on that bus is verbal, so they don't have the ability. My daughter did not have the ability to defend herself or to tell us. She finally told me just the other day. It was a Friday night. We were talking, and I finally got her to talk about it. And it was just heartbreaking. You know, it's heartbreaking all over again. So what I want the district to do is, it changes as time goes on. At first, we wanted changes to be made so that any child, if there's any record of abuse, that there's a certain method they go through to make sure that this doesn't happen again, so that they can't sweep it under the rug. But now I've lost confidence in a number of the leaders. Okay. I have my speech here that I didn't get a chance to finish.
Now, there has been no answers to find out why the district did not notify parents that this happened, or if they are investigating to find out if this happened to other children. TV Delmarva News has filed a FOIA request for the video footage of the incident. In closing, unlike the Cape Henlopen School Board, we allowed Ryan Pickett to finish the letter that he wrote about what happened to his daughter.
This whole situation has been a nightmare, made worse by the obvious intentions of the district office to sweep the incident under the rug. I can't stand here and tell you what's been done to make this a safer district for children, but I can tell you what they have not done for my daughter, who due to her disability is among the most vulnerable children in the district. They did not investigate the incident in a timely manner, and as a result, we will never know the extent of her physical injuries resulting from the attack. They did not notify or even initiate contact with my wife and I regarding the abuse of our child. They refused to investigate further bus tapes to see if there were other incidents of abuse from the aide to our children or to any other children on the bus. They did not inform my daughter's principal, teachers, or para. As a result, no one at the school was there. Mr. Pickett, your 3 minutes are up. Here, we'll go on for the rest. Check on her. Sorry. No one at the school was there to check on her or attempt to get her to help from the school counselor, psychologist, or nurse. They did not offer services of any kind to help her. They took no steps to find out if she was physically or emotionally okay at any time, and she was not. They have not followed up in any way since our brief meeting in February, until being made aware that I plan to speak here tonight. Their inaction suggests their primary concern is to protect themselves in their six-figure jobs. They could have done many things to help my daughter. What they did do was as little as possible in hopes that it would go away. Let me be clear to those who wish to silence my daughter who cannot speak for herself. This is not going away. Since the incident, her progress has regressed at school. We're getting reports that she has acted out in ways she has never done before. At home, her personality has changed for the worse. She is less social than she was before, refuses to do things she used to love to do. My wife and I have been losing sleep because we don't know the long-term effects this will have on our daughter and our family. My 8-year-old little girl does not have the ability to tell us how she was affected, and district at the highest level has proven that they do not care. So long as they can sweep this incident under the rug. Despite their efforts, this is not going away. Our children and every child in this district deserves better.
Now, we have requested a formal interview with Superintendent Fulton and are awaiting a response.